In this video, I'm going to be talking you through how to apply your tretinoin. Remember, tretinoin is your full strength retinoid. This is the full turkey here. And because there's no buffers, it's not encapsulated, it's not a slow release, it's the full throttle. It's really important to make sure that whatever version you try, when you try a prescription strength, please make sure that you have a low version, so a low percentage. Somewhere around 0.05% is fantastic, or 0.25 is fantastic. Please do not go right to 0.1%, because that's going to be really strong and really hard to put into your skin. So always ask for a lower prescription strength, but this is the best method when you are first introducing it into your skincare routine. So the first thing is, similar to using a retinol or retinol, you want to start using it twice a week for the first month. Because there is no buffer, we gotta slow the process and the initiation process like right down. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start using it twice a week, typically Mondays and Thursdays, for an entire month. You should feel very little redness. You might have a little bit of dead skin cells come to the surface of the skin, but nothing crazy. Shouldn't be this massive shedding. Should be very simple and systematic. And you wanna stay here, like I said, for the first month. After first month, if you feel like things are doing really well, then you can start moving it up to 3 times a week. And you're gonna stay here for at least another 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. It really depends, again, on the strength and your sensitivity. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start using it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You do not use any lower version of a retinoid in between. And again, you're only going to exfoliate once a week. A retinoid is not an exfoliant. If you want to learn about exfoliations, please go to that. So you're going to use it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And like I said, you're going to stay here for at least a month, if not 6 weeks, just because we're asking a lot out of the skin. And again, if you start nice and low and slow, you should be just fine. Now, if you've been doing this for at least a month and you feel great and there's no irritation, there's no peeling, there's no redness, there's no rawness, you don't feel like your skin's burning when you're washing it the next morning, these are all tail signs that your retinol is working way too fast. So that means it's killing off the top layer of the skin faster than the bottom can reproduce, because as I established in the other videos, that's technically what a retinoid is doing. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that there's no tall tail sign before you start moving up to nightly use. Once you start using it nightly, you should be able to handle it no problem. And again, you want to stay here at least a good 8 months before you even consider moving up to a stronger strength. Just because it's stronger does not mean it's going to make your life easier. In fact, you may only cap out to a certain amount, and then you're not going to see much of a difference when it comes to your skin. Although using a retinoid is the key pillar in your skincare routine, it does have its limits and it will max out. So remember, stick with one that works. You can try going a little bit stronger, but around the 1%, that's where I would stick. Unless, of course, you have really thick, hardy skin and your dermatologist knows you very well. Of course, obviously follow what they suggest, but 1% seems to be the sweet spot for the majority of people using tretinoin.